Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Nam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Goravani Pachalime Vishesha Shunivani Vashkatya Dishatalime Srimad Bhagavatam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 It's the third time we're doing this verse, but it's okay. Yeah. That's alright. Sattvam Rajastama Sattvam Rajastama Iti Prakriter Gunaster Iti Prakriter Gunaster Sattvam Rajastama Iti Prakriter Gunaster Sattvam Rajastama Iti Prakriter Gunaster Yukta Para Purusha Ekayasya Date Yukta Para Purusha Ekayasya Date Stiti Adaye Arivirinchi Areti Sangya Stiti Adaye Arivirinchi Areti Sangya
Siti Adaye Hari Virinchi Harete Samjan
Shveyam si tatra kalu Sattvatanor nrinam siyu Shveyam si tatra kalu Sattvatanor nrinam siyu Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Yukta para purusha ekaya Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Stityadaye harivirincha hareti sangya
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti samanya
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sangya
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti samanya
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitara kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sangya
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti samanya
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti samagna
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sangya
Shreyam sitatra kalo sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Sattvam rajastama iti prakrater gunaste
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste
Yukta para purusha ekaya
Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate
Siti adaye harivarinchi hareti samajna
Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sangya
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu
Shveyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu. Ladies. Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste Yukta para purusha ekaya syadate Stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sangya Shreyam sitatra kalu sattvatanor nrinam siyu. Sattvam.
I think Mataji wanted to try Prabhu.
Okay, try it. Yes, please.
Go ahead, Mataji. Go ahead.
Sattvam rajastamaiti prakrite gunaste Yukta para purusha Purusha Eka Iyasyadate Stityadaye Harivirinchi Areti Sangya Shreyamsi Tatra Kalu Sattvatano Nrinam Siyu Sattvam goodness, Raja, passion, Tama, the darkness of ignorance, Iti, thus, Prakrite, of the material nature, Guna, qualities, Te, by them, Yukta, associated with, Para, transcendental, Purusha, the personality, Eka, one, Iyasya, of this material world, Date, accepts, Stiti Adaye, for the matter of creation, maintenance, and destruction.
For the matter of maintenance,
Creation, maintenance, and destruction. Hari, Vishnu, the personality of Godhead.
Vishnu, the personality of God.
Virinchi, Brahma. Hara, Lord Shiva. Iti, thus. Sangya, different features. Shreyamsi, ultimate benefit. Tatra, therein. Kalu, of course. Sattva, goodness. Tano, form. Nrinam, of the human being. Siyu, derived. Translation. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. I repeat. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada that Lord Sri Krishna, by his plenary parts, should be rendered devotional service, as explained above, is confirmed by this statement. Lord Sri Krishna and all his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva, or the Lordship of Godhead. From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladev. From Baladev, Sankarshan. From Sankarshan, Narayan. From Narayan, there is the second Sankarshan. And from this Sankarshan, the Vishnu Purusha Avatar. The Vishnu, or the deity of the quality of goodness in the material world, is the Purusha Avatar known as Kshirodaksha Vishnu, or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of Rajas, passion, and Shiva of ignorance. They are the three departmental heads of the three qualities of this material world. creation is made possible by the goodness of Vishnu, and when it is required to be destroyed, Lord Shiva does it by the Tamdavanitya, dancing. The materialists and the foolish human beings worship Brahma and Shiva respectively, but the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness, Vishnu, in his various forms. Vishnu is manifested by his millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or the Jiva. Both the Jiva and Godhead have their original spiritual forms. Jivas are sometimes subjected to the control of material energy, but the Vishnu forms are always controllers of this energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned living beings who are under the material energy. Such living beings appear in the material world with intentions of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. As such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison house of the material world is created by Brahma under instruction of the personality of Godhead. And at the conclusion of Kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. But as far as maintenance of the prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu. And as much as the state prison house is maintained by the state. Anyone, therefore, who wishes to get out of the prison house of material existence, which is full of miseries like repetition of birth, death, disease and old age, must please Lord Vishnu for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only, and if anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he may ask for relative facilities for temporary relief from the different demigods, like Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and Varuna. No demigod, however, can release the imprisoned living being from the conditioned life of material existence. This can be done only by Vishnu, therefore the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Here he is. Hare Krishna. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Prabhupada is always there to make a whole global presentation of the points which are made in the verse, so that we can understand where from starts the point which is made in the verse and where it goes, and then how to go from here to there. So here the point is that it's about this material world. So, and worship, and creation, maintenance, destruction of the world, we know. And where does it come from? It comes from deities. Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. comes from Lord Krishna, as Shastra clearly mentioned, that let's take Bhagavad Gita, which is like the reference in all schools of spiritualism in India. It's like a reference. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Amadiri Devanam, I am the origin of all the gods, all the divinities. And he said, Matak Parataram Nanyat Kinshidasti Dhananjaya, Ai Sabamidam Protam, Sutre Naiva. Everything emanates from me. Everything, everybody, all different energies. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Matak Sarvam Prabhatate. Lord Krishna said, yes, everything comes from me. Material world, spiritual world, the demigods, different Vishnu Tattvas, Krishna's too, Bhagavan Swayam. So, yes, everything comes from Lord Krishna, but there is a qualitative difference between the other emanations of Krishna, like Baladev or Narayan or Sankarshan or Vishnu. They are all the same transcendental Supreme Lord, transcendental. He is the original transcendent reality. A spiritual person, a human being, supposed to be, Atato Brahma Jigyasa, he inquires about the original reality, knowing that this original reality of life, of the world, is transcendental. Matter cannot be the original reality because it has no power by itself. It has to be manipulated by life. And it cannot exist eternally. It's a cycle. Creation, maintenance, growing, destruction. It's cyclic. That we have very simple experience in life, nature. Now we are entering, since yesterday, we're entering autumn, old age. And soon there will be winter, invalidity, and death, silence, nothing more. Not hear the birds. Everything is covered completely by snow and cold. Anyway, we know this. And then creation again, the spring comes, and wow. Cycle, birth, death, old age, disease, death, rebirth. What an extraordinary knowledge comes for in a human mind, that it's cyclic. That means that we are beyond matter. This is, that means when we are in spring of life, youth, or adult, it's not the first time. It's not like, oh, we are coming out of nothing. Oh, I was a little baby, this and that, but now I am there, ready to control my life. Everything is there. No, it's not the first time. We have been experiencing already this through the cycle of birth and death. We have been experiencing this spring of life with awakening to full potential of a limited body. Many different bodies, many different potential, all limited, but we feel that with this tool, with this now I will be able to do something. I will do it. I am the doer. I am a métier. And then comes, adulthood, and then comes old age. And old age, really, I have to finish quickly now what I have been started. I can see that I may not last forever. So I have to finish my all what I did, or I try to do, which is not completely finished. Never completely finished. Material life is based on passion, rajas, and nature of rajas, that is, as we say, the fire, you nourish the fire, desire, and keeps increasing. Yeah, I remember the CIO, the boss of the French firm for automobiles, Renault, Mr. Carlos Ghosn. He was very into passion. I mean, he was very good creator, maintainer, manager, very good. So he really brought up the firm high, the cars, Renault cars. And he had a very big payment, salary, huge, And more or less, I would say, he deserved, he brought up the firm very high, gave work to many people, and fame for friends, this and that. No, not everybody can do that. So he had a very high salary, like one of the most influential. And one day he was traveling to Japan, because he was also covering now another firm, Nissan, from Japan, under Renault. And when he came out of Japan, he was caught by the police. You have cheated. You have cheated. You took more money than you were supposed to get. You are a criminal, so now you go in jail. So this man was like, he could do whatever he likes. He had private jets and houses and honor and everything like that. All right, I mean, that's tough. Still, he cheated the tax, to get a little more. And he got back down to jail. Of course, there is a follow-up of the story. He escaped in a carton. Yeah. It's such a very low class, huh? All of a sudden, from the Hilton and private jets and honor and president here, president there, put himself in a cardboard, and he get out of the prison jail, and poof, he escaped, and back in his own country, Lebanon, and then he was safe. Yes. I was struck by that, he was such, just little cheating for a little more. So this is passion, okay? Never ending. Not everybody can earn all that, but sometimes we succeed in doing something, and something more. Yeah. What can I say? We have a guest, sir, here. This sir, and he built, as far as I understood, he was a very good builder, very good manager, went high all his life like that. And now, is he doing like Mr. Gors? No. Now he's bringing his whatever energy he has to help the spiritual, transcendental building, New Mayapur. So that's smart. That's intelligent. Because otherwise it's never ending, never finished. Oh, yeah. And it's a prison house. So you have been building so many houses, so many big buildings, thousands, hundreds, very successful. But in one sense, the Shastra and Sadhu, what did they say? Brahma created God. What did he create? He created prison house. So you have created so many prison houses. But now, you are giving your energy to create the embassy of the spiritual world. Prabhupada said, embassy of the spiritual world, these temples. And it requires not only passion, it requires some passion, definitely, but not crazy passion, not either illusory passion, like creating just a good building, but it's a prison house. People there will be shackled by the illusion that, oh, I get it now. I have a nice cell. And since I have a nice cell in this prison house, I have achieved. I am happy. I have what I wanted. And we all fall into that consciousness illusion. Everybody, all species of life, all human beings, rich, poor, everybody is happy in what he has achieved. Nobody wants to give up, although it may be, you may not want to give up your 5-star house or everything, but even if you leave, I guess, sometimes even if you live in the streets, you are accustomed to a certain spot where you know, and you don't give up that, So anyway, but it's a fact that every one of us, all living entities in this material world, are very quickly attached to whatever little situation they are in. Very quickly, and very difficult to give up. Even if it is for better, sometimes the people, they earn the jackpot, millions. And some go to Las Vegas, but few of them, they just remain in their own little house, like that, because it brings comfort, stability, it brings a little peace also. But it is an attachment. We have this story, of course, of scripture, the Lord Indra, the chief of the demigods, of the heavenly planets, and he got some more other curves. He became a pig, and he had a big family. He was a chief of the pig family, and then after a while, Lord Brahma came to see him. Hey, Indra, what are you doing here? Okay, give that up and come back to your king position, in the heaven. And I said, I'm okay here. I'm good, I'm feeling good. I have some. That's my life. So, one has to progress. And get out of this concept of passion within the prison house of material world, and that's not so easy. Amongst millions and millions of human beings, not everybody has this wonderful awakening. Maybe that's not all in all. Maybe this life is not my life, the life. Maybe this world is not, my world, the world. And then this extraordinary knowledge comes down by the mercy of the Lord and the disciplic succession. You are not this body, you are not from this world. There is another world. And after this life, you will still exist. Yeah, wow, we will still exist. This is very... Of course, when we get old, the more we get old, the more it becomes striking. Oh, I will still exist. I come probably as the last part of life. But okay, I'm gonna die. Okay, it becomes more and more real. But I will still exist. At the time of death, finish, and I will be there. The same person, same living entity, same soul, with the same consciousness. Not the same coverings, because I forget, all this past episode of life, of succession of life. But I will be there, yes. The soul, the consciousness, the spirit, by nature, is not conditioned by matter. It's beyond matter. Dei nostri yata dei. Beyond matter, we remain. So this is this knowledge which is very scientific, rational, that keeps the devotees alert in their spiritual life, not just having a religion, a belief, just like we have a nationality, we have a family, we have a body, we have a religion, and that's okay, but it's all within this life, belief. No, Bhagavad Tattva Jigyasa. Tattva Jigyasa, it's the science of spirit. Why not the science of spirit? Why not? So many sciences, you have to study things and discover some laws, and you use this to improve this and that, and it's practical, you see there is some result. Why not spirit, science of spirit? Study the spirit, not in a belief or like that. No. When you do some scientific research, we don't want some belief, we want proof. So same for the spirit, the consciousness, and this is the Vedic scriptures. Tattva Jigyasa, the science of life. So with the help of this scientific knowledge about the spirit and everything about the spirit, how this eternal part of spirit becomes covered or become diminished in his eternal life, liberated life, how does he become imprisoned? Why? This is the science of life. Why are we imprisoned? By material desires, which creates our prison. Why? And how to get out of it? Liberation. This is the science of life. How to free the spirit that we are from the limitations, the conditions of this life. And this is given by the Vedic scriptures in a very scientific way. Yes, very wonderful. Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavata gives us not only knowledge of why we are in prison, trying to make the prison, forever, how to be liberated, but what is actually liberation? Once you are free from prison condition, how can you remain free? How not go back to the prison? Because we went to the prison once, some explanation why we went back. So if we don't understand why we, and what to do when you are free, then you may come back. We may believe vimukta manina. In my mind, manina, I believe I am free now. But no, patit pasantya do yusmana vitangraya. You may fall down again after mukti. If you forget to worship the lotus feet as the transcendental Lord, the original reality, from which we are coming, and to whom we are eternally related as part and parcel. And therefore, we are to regain our position in freedom of serving the Supreme. Yes. Then we are eternally, forever, free from this experience as a material life. Yes, prison, yeah. But now this verse explains that we should not be illusioned by the demigods. They are great achievers, doing great things, but they are doing things within the limited world, and they are under the transcendental Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So this is the one to whom we should turn to, Lord Vishnu, the transcendental, the free, eternally free Lord, in his eternally free activities. And then we will be engaged eternally also in Bhakti Yoga, which is the free activity of the soul, serving the supreme freedom, the supreme free living entity, Krishna or Vishnu. So, when this knowledge is clearly explained as Prabhupada gave it to us, it makes sense, and it gives determination, enthusiasm, conviction, and then we turn toward this, sooner or later, we turn towards this life of getting out of the prison house and bringing back our original consciousness of serving the Lord in his free world, eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss, under the protection and attraction and love of the Lord Krishna. So we have to again and again remember this knowledge daily, Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya. Regularly we have to hear with spiritual attention this spiritual knowledge about us. We are about to get out of the prison house after so many cycles, different experiences. We are about to get out of the prison, and for good. And this is we remain very modest. We are still in the prison house. We have still some, the Maya is still around us, lust, anger, frustration, depression, whatever, greed, hopes, false hopes, or depression, whatever. So Maya, but now we have this, we are linked to the reality, eternal reality, through this knowledge. Not only knowledge as a knowledge, but it's alive. It's alive in both in the devotees, spiritual masters, liberated souls, devotees, and it's alive in the merciful manifestation of this transcendent reality of Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. His name, Hare Krishna, chanting his name, makes us immediately connected for real, with this knowledge, Sampandagyan. So we have tools. We have good tools for getting out for good of this prison house and experience the eternal bliss of this pure consciousness. And this is the success of life. Not only getting out of ignorance, sinful, gross sinful activities, violence, toward oneself, toward others, toward nature, toward animals, useless violence, ignorance, doesn't bring good to anybody, bring harm. Today, civilization, we can say that, it's not just judgment, bad, we are right, they are wrong. What's the success of these 2 centuries of technological civilization? What is the success? Day after day, one day in London, one day in Paris, one day in New York, one day in Tokyo or wherever, or Russia or South, strikes, and people are, no, we are not satisfied, we are angry, and if we're gonna act in violent way. What is success? What is success? And individually, France is known as a country where we take the most pills for psychological problems, how to be happy, how to be not depressed, how to sleep, how to be awake, how to counteract the side effects of these pills and the pills. Civilization, trying to counteract the problems that we have created. Anyway, Hare Krishna. So it's good to be on the boat of this transcendental knowledge, and it is explained here that we have to get out of ignorance and passionate like that, and go to goodness. Brahma, Brahmatiti, Janana. In order to go to the Brahman world, to the spiritual world of Krishna, we have to get the proper suit also. Spiritual consciousness. Goodness, and from goodness you can connect with transcendental life. Just like you said, sir, when you came here, you felt, what was it? Freshness and intimacy. This is goodness, but goodness for serving a transcendental project. So this is, success of life. To be able to appreciate goodness, like New Mayapur, definitely it's goodness. You don't have to be a spiritualist to appreciate that. All the guests, everybody, as soon as they come here, it's striking. So peaceful. I feel refreshed. I feel more myself. I feel more able to, I forgot about me. Refreshing, And intimacy, yes. Yeah, intimate relationships. It's not intimate relationship in the passionate or ignorance world. Active, and competition, not intimate, it's neither, I don't find neither myself, I don't find neither others. It's all that. But when you come in a place which is in goodness, nature, you can have intimacy with yourself, with nature, and with others. This is ultimate intimacy. When you can have intimacy with somebody else, makes intimacy complete. Yes. So this is a benefit of such a place, refreshment, peaceful refreshment, intimacy again between living entities. But then, what to do? Because because there is this basis of a sane life. You know, according to the supreme plan, there is a supreme plan. And no, we can hear now Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Sri Prabhupada, and discuss among ourselves how to make this wonderful place, which was still before a prison for many people. You know, the previous proprietor, he was a man into passion and goodness. He was an army commandant, very creative, active. He was a friend of General de Gaulle, and he wanted to do things, but he wanted to do something nice. He was a nice man, Kshatriya. Just like the motto of this castle, motto, huh? Yeah, for the same family who started this property in the 15th century, is nobilis placet in virtue. This is Latin, you know. Nobilis, Kshatriya, they like goodness. They are in passion. They are in passion. That's how they can do what is their dharma. But they like goodness. They like the brahmanas, and they know there is more than, you know, there is a goal to what they do. So that's the motto of this place. You know, we have a lot of work to do here, definitely, and it requires active people, responsible people, managers, you know, active workers, like that. But we want to direct this nice place to a platform of full liberation, you know, eternal, you know, liberation, serving the plan of Lord Krishna, serving the desire of a liberated devotee as Prabhupada. So from freshness and intimacy, then we want to continue building up Vaikuntha. Prabhupada said, you know, oh, please make this place will be very good for the devotees. He said, I love very much this place. Please maintain the palace. I especially love my rooms. This is wonderful, and especially the outdoors. We don't have anything like that in America. I just repeat what he said. It's unique. So make it as Vaikuntha. No, it's already Vaikuntha. I love very much the Mayapur. And then he said, sitting in the grass next to the guest house, he said, so here it's perfect to live simply, grow your food, take care of the cows for milk products, ahimsa milk products, and grow flowers. Why? We grow our food and we have milk, that's enough, or why flowers, or a few flowers put on my table, okay? No, grow a lot of flowers. In spring, 200 roses every day to make gardens for the deities. Every day, 200. Yeah, grow flowers for Krishna. Yeah. Grow your food, grow the milk products to offer to Krishna. Don't be in the illusion of only goodness. Take advantage. This is such a nice gift we have received. It's unique. It's also unique in the sense that we will not have that now. We could not offer to buy it now. Certainly not. Certainly not. At this time, 50 years ago, okay, 200 young, dynamic, completely dedicated and working, very hard, but very blissfully also. And like like the chief of the Hindu associations when he spoke 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago here on the stage. I saw Krishna Kirtan, I saw in Galerie Lafayette, in Paris, chanting, dancing, and taxing people, collecting 2,000 francs every day. I went to her, I asked her, why are you doing this? I was very impressed, chanting and dancing Hare Krishna. That's where we were supposed to do, her, Hindus, you know. She said, I am collecting to buy a castle for Krishna. He was very, we are so, he said all to ambassador and everybody, said, so we are very proud of these, you know, Western, French little people, you know. They did, we did that, they did all everything, this castle, whatever. No. Of course, we are not proud of it because this energy was only Prabhupada's energy. He was giving like that. Yes. So now we have it, no? And now, with the help of everybody, now, you know, this very refreshing, very familiar atmosphere can be developed, kept, can be preserved, and simultaneously developed as to give opportunity to many, many, many other people to experience in their life. Both allow the devotees who are being captured by Bhakti Devi, by devotional service, all of them to practice it in a good place. You know, it's difficult to practice remembering of transcendental knowledge, practicing this knowledge you know, regularly. When you are in town and, you know, all around you it's all passion and ignorance, and you have to keep to it, you know, through some regulated life, sadhana, through some association. Hello, Prabhu, how are you? I am okay today, I am down today. You know, association, sadhana, and service. It's possible, definitely, but you know, at least from time to time, all devotees, we need that. We need to come here, you know, be refreshed by nature, by peaceful atmosphere, by intimacy, walking alone through the forest, a little, sitting, and you know, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I was dreaming of that when I joined. There's too much passion, you know, all of a sudden I liked peaceful spiritual life. I wanted to be a monk. And all of a sudden, you know, I got caught by Krishna and Prabhupada. I found in temple room, you know, and sure, after a few months, it's too much, you know, what I'm doing here, please Krishna, take me out, give me a peaceful place, I can have some intimacy. And he brought me, not here, he brought me to a prison, army prison. I was escaping army. So I prayed Krishna. 2 days later I was in a cell in prison. I was so peaceful. I could find myself again, chanting. Intimacy is important, but better to be in a prison cell, better to be in New Mayapur, to find yourself again from time to time. And, you know, breathe the air, listen to this, look at the sky, and find yourself, find other devotees, and in one day you can, you know, be again, you know, transcendentally refreshed also. And then, this is important, festivals, you know, have festivals in Mayapur, bringing devotees, and it's so extraordinary, the festivals in the temples, you know, and here it's like, it is, you know, we are told in French, chauvinism, it exists, this word? Yeah, so each devotee in his own temple is the best, and that's good, and it's not, Prabhupada said, oh, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. So we are like that. New Mayapur is special, it's European headquarters, Prabhupada said, he wrote to Amsaduta, I want a European headquarters. We need that for all devotees. And then at this time we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 temples in France, in Europe during Prabhupada times. And some others, there's just one left. It's New Mayapur. In the center, Europe, center of France. And it's, only left where Prabhupada installed Krishna Balaram in his room, and, everything is there. So it's like the family home for all devotees. And Prabhupada gave instruction, and he gave a comment when he installed Krishna Balaram. He said, without spiritual strength, all Europe, it's not easy to bring back spiritual life, So without spiritual, you cannot make it. He was in India when he said that. But he said, but now, in Europe, we have Balaram. The spiritual strength comes from Balaram. In Europe, we have Balaram, Krishna Balaram. So it will be good. So for Europe, everybody needs, in France, Italy, Russia, Ukraine, Germany, England doesn't need, they have their own strength, where they feel they can make it alone. Hare Krishna, it's another story. They got some manner, it feels fantastic, with all the, Indian beliefs and Indian culture, devotees, of course they bring their own way, it's very, a lot of money, this and that, but what's the result, such a glorious temple, Anyway, but for Europe, all, we have New Mayapur, and everybody comes here, like all the devotees come here for Balaram. It's before Janmashtami, then they go back to their own temple for Janmashtami. But for Balaram, this is a European festival. It's big. And we can have festival, we do have, even in the difficult times, we had fantastic festivals, 10 devotees, 1 pujari for all the dailies sometimes, no heater, every day, every other day, the water pipe were blowing during the night, the basement is full of water, no shower, always like that. But we had always nice service to the ladies, nice care for the cows, and nice festivals, and nice daily khichdi. Very nice, very healthy. We can have, festivals, and we can have retreat for others, for non-devotees, for guests. So this is exceptional place, and it's maybe looks like it's a good time to things looks like have been elevated, stabilized, ground zero. And it's a good time now to develop it for the devotees and for the guests, like that. It's we were dreaming of it. Maybe one day we will come out of the dark ages in New Mayapur, and we have the mercy of enlightened devotees, Maharaj, Janana Maharaj, and his disciples, very serious, sincere, are working, and the help of all, many devotees and friends all over the world, and so much has been achieved in 6-7 years. But now, the building has been, more or less basically okay. The spirit has been revived also, and kept as a familial, refreshing, intimate, like that. Now let's, bring it to more and more people. Prabhupada will be very happy, and Krishna Balaram will give it the strength. Sorry, I just forgot, I just carried away, Hare Krishna. But it's very inspiring that, you're using your experience and, expertise that you have used for many different projects in your life, And now, as the last phase of your life, you want to use it now for devotional service. Very inspiring. Maybe it will work. We don't know. It's possible. It's possible. We had a few who came also to tell us, "Oh, I have a plan. Everything. I know how to make everything. And we knew that what we were saying was not possible, either because of the person or because of the plan. Maybe it's possible for you.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Please.
Okay. Put this environment to one side, because I think, from what I've seen and what I've heard from you and other people, I think this kind of place needs a slow, incremental change rather than transformational change, and we need to think about how you preserve everything here that's going to accommodate everybody's needs, can't accommodate everybody's needs. But the question I wanted to ask you was, you talked about somebody robbing and cheating and ending up in prison in Japan, but people lead very different lives, Some people are very enterprising and make lots of money, for them and their family. Sometimes they give money to charity, which somebody would give us millions of euros for this place. Some people do jobs that change people's lives and make a difference. Some people rob people, for their own benefit, and some people, for no fault of their own, whether it's war in Ukraine or Israel, they're fleeing violence for peace, and they find peace anywhere in the world, but they're just looking for peace. In that situation, what do you think? I know there's no simple answer, but what do you think ignites or sparks a person to change their way of life, to try and make a difference?
I think it's from two sides. One side is, as you say, being a good person first. Whatever you work for, but if you do it in a selfless way, charitable way, for your neighbor, for your nation, for whatever cause you do it, but you do it in a selfless way, being, a good person, then that will, some other bring you out ready to receive something more that you don't even expect. And then the other side, which makes a difference, is the Lord is our eternal friend. He's in the heart of everybody, and He's just searching how to ignite the wet wood. Yeah, and if and then we have to recognize when it comes. We have to recognize when it comes. When you meet the Hare Krishnas, in Oxford Street, and some just funny like that, which is already something, because it's contact somehow with the transcendental mercy of Krishna, holy name. But some, they lie. They say, something more there. No, I don't want your book. Okay, give me a book. I put it aside. Cannot forget that. Anyway, so that's that. We have to be ready to receive, and we have to be, there at the right moment, right place when it comes. And each of us had this experience. We were more or less looking for a good life, more or less looking for higher, something. But one day we just think, oh, why not Hare Krishna? Yeah, it requires both, and what do you think, sir? Yeah. That's why we are very grateful to Sri Prabhupada. You know, he brought, you know, in a practical way. You know, the Lord in the heart of everybody, but we may say, well, it's not very completely, it's not completely practical. I'm trying to be good, but where are you? You know? Oh Krishna, where are you? You know, where are you? But then, oh, Prabhupada came, you know, all over the world, you know, like a firebrand, you know, and practically, you know, you can, not only you can join a chanting party of Hare Krishnas, like in the 60s or 70s, but now you can join a farm community. You can join, or you can visit, or you can experience. Oh, that makes it more open to more people now. And, you know, so it's, we have to take this opportunity. And we have to give them, people, this opportunity to good people to catch more easily the mercy of Krishna. And here, in a place like that, it's more easy than in the street, you know, during a chanting party. More, you know, grounded. You know. So this is a wonderful mission to help people to have an experience, practical experience, what they actually could do. Yeah, why not? I could join such a life, or I can help such a life from my own place. And this is, yes, many good people there is. The world is terrible, society is terrible, everything is terrible, but many are innocent people, as you said, you know, from, you know, many innocent, nice people in Russia, in Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, in France even. You know, innocent, carried by the wave of today's crazy society. And when they are offered the opportunity of an experience of first, they may come only here for freshness and intimacy, but it's not by chance that they come here. You know. And yes, nice food. Yes, the Lord has directed them. Anybody who comes here, it's not by chance. He's ready to receive something very special. And he catch it. Hare Krishna.
Also, I think, sorry, Prabhu.
Please.
Srila Prabhupada also said, whoever serves here has got a direct ticket to Goloka Vrindavan. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's already, he said. Yeah, just like he said, you know, make it Vaikuntha, serve.
Yeah.
You know, he said, no, actually, he said, no, actually, it is already Vaikuntha. So that means as soon as we serve Krishna's project, Prabhupada's project, we are into it. We are in the team.
Yes.
It's very nice. It's very nice. And it helps, you know, more than even doing one service, which is already fantastic. But if you identify with a project, not only with a service, with a project, with Prabhupada, with Krishna Balaram and Radha Govinda Madhava and Gaunitai, oh, then your whole life is carried by that. You know, service we may be carried for some time, you know, change service or change. But if you identify with such a project as New Mayapur, then your whole life will be, you know, supported. Yes, very good for spiritual life, for devotee, you know, to feel that, oh, if I dedicate myself, if I commit myself to the project, not only to this service, which sometimes I thought, all my life, I don't do that. You know. Temple president all my life. No, which is, you know, eternal benefit and good. But if we commit ourselves to a project, then your life is ping, whole life. And that gives you a lot of, it's much more easier to be enthusiastic, convinced, and patient, and reward. Very rewarding. Very rewarding. It's demanding. Very, very demanding. Externally speaking, it requires a lot to commit to living in community. Okay. What can I say? I won't say I'm quite committed to this place, but still I have a little small apartment in the village. Yes. Sometimes I need to. So it's very demanding. Yeah. But it's so rewarding. It saved your spiritual life. It saved my spiritual life in Mayapur. Yes. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada Nimai Padam Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Go Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai.
Swami Prabhu ki Jai.
Good, thanks. Yeah. I was going to do another presentation.
Can you free me?
I don't think it's necessary.
Can you free me from my prison?
If you want,
And taking away this.
we know what the next steps are. You work on the result of yesterday, and then come back to you guys.
What we could do, just to keep the momentum going, we can do a Zoom session. Now we have seen everything. We have seen the theory and the practical part.
Yeah.
We could combine and we could update us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put everything together on the list.
Okay.
Or we should potentially do it after breakfast, even for 20 minutes, if you have time.
Yes.
I could just recap the notes I took from you guys.
Okay.
And then if there's anything that comes to mind,
Sure. Add anything.
Yeah.
and then I'll take that, put it all together.
Kind of like,
I'll
yeah.
send it to you.
Okay.